Hi, good afternoon. So we were waiting for people to join, so that's why we got a bit late. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good afternoon.
teacher.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Right. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, teacher.
Good. So did you practice and are you ready to do the presentation today?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Right. Okay. So I think we have a few students who joined today just to watch, right? So to kind of like differentiate or rather take them out, I would like the performers, those who are going to present the program today, to keep the raise hand emoji on, so that I know that you will be performing.
Teacher, what did you say? I didn't hear it.
Right. So if you are performing, keep the raise hand emoji on, so that I know that you are performing today. Right. The others also can switch on the camera and watch, but when we have someone performing, we'll switch off the cameras so that we can pay more respect and give our fullest attention to the performer. Okay. Right. So we have 9 students ready to perform, waiting to perform. So last week we had around 30 odd. I wonder whether they are scared to perform. Is it? And so if your friends are not here, could you please quickly call your friends and ask them to join? I wonder whether they have forgotten. Isn't it? Right? All your friends are here, are they? Right. Okay, fine. Yeah, Puta. Okay, so shall we start? Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Awesome. Right. Okay, so we'll start then. Okay, so we'll start. Right. Well, let me spotlight. We'll start with Delaney. Are you ready, Delaney? Yes. Are you ready, Puta? And I will spotlight you. Okay. Right. The stage is yours. The platform is yours.
Can you please give me the access to share screen?
Yes, darling. Wait. Right. Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Not yet.
Now can you see the screen?
Okay. Yes.
Good afternoon all. Today I'm going to talk about animals near extinction. For those who don't know what extinction is, for example, animals that are already extinct means animals that said goodbye to the mother nature forever. Now you all must be wondering, why are animals even getting extinct? Well, there are four main reasons: deforestation, environmental pollution, hunting, and climate change. So these are the top 10 animals that are close to extinction. Let me explain them one by one. The Asian elephant. Everybody likes elephants, don't they? But I'm sad to say that there are only 20,000 to 40,000 Asian elephants left in the wild. I'll tell you something interesting about tigers. Why they are getting extinct? Well, their main prey, rosadius, also got extinct due to disease. So that is one of the main reasons why tigers are getting extinct. Javan rhinos used to be everywhere in Indonesia, but sadly, because of hunting and loss of habitat, now there are only 67 left. Can you lift a rhino? Of course you can. Can you lift a turtle? Of course you can. But leatherback turtles weigh even more than a rhino. But sadly, these beautiful creatures are also close to extinction. Everybody likes dolphins, but sadly, they are even closer to extinction than leatherback turtles. Wait a second. Sorry, everyone. How did a picture of my brother get in here? I'm just kidding. This is a mountain gorilla, and one of the main reasons they are close to extinction is because that rich people like to keep illegal pets like mountain gorillas just to kill them later. That is so messed up. Sadly, these amazing creatures are also close to extinction.
Yeah. Bluefin tuna.
You know, bluefin tunas are really big. I mean, they are the size of my brother, not the mountain gorilla, my real brother. Sadly, this amazing this amazing undersea creature is also close to extinction. But here's some good news. Snow leopards are no longer close to extinction, but because there is a small risk, they are still in the list. So why should we stop animal extinction? Well, because future generations won't have the animals, and the ecosystem will be out of balance. So that is very bad. And if all animals go extinct, there will be a big side effects on us too. So if by saving animals, we can save ourselves as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Delaney. Just a quick one, a very kind request from all of you. Please keep your mics muted. Please keep your mics muted because we need to respect our speaker. Whoever is here in the spotlight is doing their very best. And we need respect the speaker, and we have to learn it from the very young age. So parents, I try to mute everybody, but then if I muted, Delaney also would have got muted. So I felt very helpless, and I was feeling very guilty for Delaney because she was doing her very best. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work, and I know how much of courage and homework is needed to bring a performance like this. So as an act of respect, To all those speakers, please keep your mics muted at all times, right? It's a very kind request. So Delaney, how old are you, darling?
I'm 10 years old.
10, okay. Dizali, it's your chance now. And once Dizali finishes, Hiru, please be ready to perform. Okay, after Dizali, Hiru has to perform, so please be ready. Dizali, how old are you, darling? Dizali, how old are you, darling?
Teacher, I'm 7 years
Okay,
old.
right, thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Dizali. I'm 7 years old. Today I'm going to tell a presentation about volcanoes. Now everyone should listen carefully. When I have finished my presentation, I'm going to ask your questions. I made this chart all by myself. Volcano. Now we are going to discuss about what is a volcano. If you want to ask me some questions, you can ask me. What is a volcano? A volcano is a large opening in Earth's surface. Earth's heat and gases escape from this large opening beneath Earth's surface. Pressure and heat build up. Most volcanoes form over thousands of years. Jupiter's moon Io has more active volcanoes than the Earth. The tallest volcano is in Mars. Now I'm going to ask your question. What is a volcano? You don't need to say the whole thing. It's fine if you tell just a short sentence about it.
It is an opening earth crust.
It's a mountain of lava.
It is a mountain with an opening.
Okay. Does the volcano form over 10 years or thousands of years?
Thousands of years.
Correct. Okay, any questions, please? No. I want you to tell you that when the volcano erupts, some pieces of the volcano goes out. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed my presentation. But thank you.
Thank you, Dizali. Thank you so much. Hiru, right, after Hiru, Kenul Nithmira. Kenul, please be ready to perform after Hiru. Right. So Hiru, now it's your turn.
Did you know every 5 minutes the penguin is caught for his in the wild? Did you know that every 15 minutes an elephant is killed for his ivory? Did you know every 15 hours the rhino is caught for his horn? Because of overhunting, overfishing, deforestation, pollution, more and more animals are becoming endangered. As a result, lots of food chains will be broken. This can cause a lot of disasters to planet Earth, where you and I all So what species are facing this risk of this extinction? Giant panda,
Blue whale,
Javan rhino,
black rhino,
white rhino,
sea otter,
gorilla,
cheetah.
and the list goes on.
Imagine all the things that are long gone.
Then you will get more and more mosquito bites.
Imagine all the honeybees had vanished.
All your favorite fruits and vegetables will not be pollinated and grow.
Imagine all the snakes had vanished.
Oh, the rats and mites and eat your crops.
How do you like that kind of life?
Well, we don't like at all, don't we?
So then, what can we do to help?
Number 1 is to protect wildlife habitats. Okay, I want you to close your eyes for a moment and think about your own house, and you are happily living in your house with your family, and your house is destroyed by a person or a natural disaster. This is how many species in the world feel every single day. Their houses are destroyed by us, humans, daily. Habitat loss is a biggest cause of extinction. Do your bit to preserve habitats. Number 2, never buy products made from animals like ivory, corals, tortoise shells. Number 3, recycle and reuse. Plastic usage plays a huge role of extinction of underwater species to die and lose their habitats. Number 4, this is very simple one, which all can do. Make a wildlife habitat back in your backyard and put them into bird baths, bird feeders, ponds. When they are gone, every last life has stolen. How will you remember them? Extinction is forever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good, Hiro and Taro, right? Kenul start. Situli, be ready to perform after Kenul. Kenul, how old are you, darling?
I'm 10 years old.
Right, okay. Kenul, just a moment, I couldn't spotlight you. Oops.
Let's say,
Right. Okay.
let's say rhinos. My name is Kenon Letmira. Who is rhino? Rhino has 1 or 2 horns. There are 5 types of rhinos in the world. They height up to 2,300 kilograms. They are 4 meters long. You can see that. You can see this in the picture. The rhinos are mammals, like us. Mammals means they are milk and they are warm-blooded. Rhinos looks very dangerous, but he is herbivorous. It means he is only eat leaves and plants. How many toes do you know rhinos have? Rhino has 3 toes. You can see that in the picture. I think that's very interesting. A group of rhinos called a rash. The rhino is a very big animal, but he can run very fast. He can run 45 kilometers per hour. How rhinos evolution. Parasitism is their ancestor. They lived 30 million years ago. There is a picture of a parasitism in a museum. Parasitism is the earliest and biggest mammal live in the world. First, they don't have horns. They are bigger than an elephant. Why they are in danger? Lots of other habitat. Their habitat enough. People believe it's the rhino, it's medicine. But truth is, it made by our nails and hair, same material. How we talk lots of things about rhino. Now we can talk how to save them. Protect other habitat. Example, plant trees. Don't cut down trees. Stop killing and selling horns internationally. Educate people. Care, but I don't like the third one. The last one. But that's another way. Carefully remove horns from living rhinos. Thank you.
Thank you, Kenu. Right. I think Situli. Right. So after Situli, Devmal. Devmal, please be ready. Right. So Situli, now it's your turn.
A mountain or hill, conical in shape, having a vent or crater through which lava, volcanic ashes, and gases escape, creating a scary but a beautiful scenery. Good afternoon, my dear teachers and my dear friends. A volcano is the opening in the Earth's crust through which lava and ashes and gases escape. Beneath the volcano, there is a magma chamber which is filled with magma, the hottest liquid you can ever imagine or think of. Which types of volcanoes are there? land volcanoes and water volcanoes. Let's start with land volcanoes. Do you think they are dangerous? I think they are dangerous and not. Do you know why? Let's discuss it now. The good thing about land volcanoes is that its ashes long term can give us fertile soil. It's good for farmers. That's why farmers live near volcanoes beside the risks of their life. They want their plants grown safely and they need it to be nice. The bad thing about land volcanoes is that the boulders inside the volcano, and when the volcano erupts, those rocks, also boulders, are shooting into the air, and if you are near a volcano, it can go down on your head and you reach a death situation. Sightseers are attracted to the volcano, so they stand from a long distance and looking at the brightly beautiful sight. Now let's move on to water volcanoes. Are they dangerous and also helpful for us, like land volcanoes? I think they are. Let's discuss the good thing about water volcanoes. They make islands by themselves for us to stay and enjoy some time. And they also make hot water puddles so we can bath in a cold day like today. The bad thing about water volcanoes is that they make tsunamis and earthquakes. Volcanoes are dangerous and helpful to us. Did you know that Mount Fuji is a volcano? I bet you didn't, but I did. Mount Fuji is the tallest mountain in Japan. So, bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Situli. Right. Devmal, are you ready? After Devmal, I want Inudi Tharulya to be ready to perform. Okay.
Yes, teacher, Devmal is ready.
Right. Can you switch on the camera, Puta?
Okay, teacher.
Right. Wait a bit. I have to.
Okay, teacher.
No.
Yes,
No. I know. Right. Are you ready, Puta?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, start.
Volcanoes. A volcano is a mountain that opens down to a pool of molten rock below the surface of Earth. In an eruption, gases and rock shoot up through the opening and spill over or fill the air with lava fragments. The biggest volcano is Chimborazo. The temperature of lava is about 700 to 1250 Celsius.
Volcano eruptions and dates. Stromboli volcano eruption 2009. 2. Mount Sinabang volcano eruption 2040. Mount Onte volcano eruption 2040. Mount Pili volcano eruption to 1902. St. Helens volcano eruption 1980. Mount Fujiyama volcano eruption 1707.
About supervolcanoes. A supervolcano is a large volcano that has had an eruption with a volcanic explosivity index of 8. The largest record value of the index. This means the volume of the deposits for such an eruption is greater than 1000 cubic kilometers.
Lava, which, as you undoubtedly know, partially molten rock erupted by volcanoes, typically comes from the mantle, the Earth's middle layer sandwiched between the crust and the core. Once it reaches the surface, lava quickly cools down and solidifies completely, creating new land.
About lava. Lava, magma, molten rock, emerging as a liquid into Earth's surface. The term lava is also used for the solidified rock formed by the cooling of a molten lava flow. The temperature of molten lava range from the about 700 to 1200 Celsius, 1300 Celsius to 2200 Fahrenheit. Thank you.
Thank you, Devmal and Suvindini, right? And by the way, how old are you? How old are you, Devmal?
Devmal is 11 years old.
And Nangi?
9 years old.
9 years old. Right. Okay. So I think Inuti is ready now. Right. Inuti, how old are you, darling?
I'm 11 years old.
11 years old. Right. Wait, let me spotlight. Okay.
$1,500 years ago, 79 AD, Pompeii city was calm, but one was active. Who was that? Mount Vesuvius. Inside the mountain, mantle rock was leaking from the earth's crust. Explosive pressure slowly growth inside the mountain. Then Pompeii city was founded buried under volcanic ash. Whole city was destroyed due to eruption of Mount Vesuvius. Millions of people died. You can see what happened to people. What is a volcano? Volcano is an opening earth crust with erupt lava, ash, and gas. Where did lava come? Inner core, outer core, you can see lava. So this lava comes out earth crust. You can see next diagram. See the world map, you can find volcanoes. Mount Vesuvius, Mount Vesuvius, and Sakujiyama in Japan. Our motherland Sri Lanka is safe from volcanoes. Type of volcano. There are 3 types of volcanoes: active volcano, dormant volcano, and extinct volcano. Active volcano. Active volcano means active. It can be erupt anytime. Example, Sakujiyama in Japan and Italy, Vesuvius. Dormant volcano. Dormant volcano is active volcano, but it's supposed to erupt. Example, Mount Hood, America and Mount Rainier, America. Extinct volcano.
extinct volcano is, it means erupt in a very long time. Example, Huascaran in Peru. Thank you.
Thank you, Vinodi. Right. And next, Malia. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you, Malia, to be ready. Are you ready, Malia?
Just a minute, Auntie.
Yeah. After Malia, Nelinsa, please be ready to do your presentation. Malia, have you started? We can't hear you. Malia,
Hear me, Auntie?
have you started? Because we can't hear you. We can only see the picture.
Now can you hear me, Auntie?
Yes, yes, Puta, yes.
Okay. Do you know about the Mount Tambora in Indonesia? It is an active stratovolcano in West Nusa Tenggara, Indonesia, which erupted in 1815. The Volcanic Explosivity Index, or VEI, was marked as 7. The Tambora eruption was caused by the ocean water penetrating cracks and fissures in the mountain. When it reacted with magma deep inside the volcano, massive pressure built up, causing the mountain to blow itself apart. Mount Tambora is the deadliest eruption in recent human history, claiming the lives of up to 1,020,000 people. It even destroyed the top of Mount Tambora itself. Do you want more about volcanoes? Today, I'm here to fill your mind with volcanoes. A volcano, in definition, is a rupture in the crust of a planetary Mars object, such as Earth, that allows hot lava, volcanic ash, and gases to escape from a magma chamber below the surface. Volcanoes are most often found where tectonic plates are diverging or converging, and most found underwater. Many of the world's active volcanoes are located around the edges of the Pacific Ocean in island chains from New Guinea to New Zealand, so-called the Ring of Fire. There are 4 main types of volcanoes. They are classified according to their shape and size. A stratovolcano, which often appear as tall, steep mountains. Shield volcanoes, which are flattened and dome-shaped. Calderas, which are largely in the ground. And mid-ocean ridges, which are underwater chains of volcanic mountains. No matter their shape or size, all volcanoes are born underground, starting with the outer core, which can burn as the surface of the sun transfers its heat to the above rocky mantle and not a bit of the mantle, forming it into a magma which rises through the mantle and escapes through the Earth's crust and erupts. Volcanoes are originated by a movement of the tectonic plates. The magma is referred to as lava, which could reach temperatures of about 1093 degrees Celsius. As you all know, volcanoes bring much disaster as lava flows, hot rocks, searing hot gas, volcanic ash, toxic gases, and also pyroclastic flow, earthquakes, tsunamis, landslides, destruction of land, and also dangers to inhale and air pollution. While volcanoes are some of the most destructive forces of nature, they have helped to make life on Earth possible. Volcanic ash provides nutrients to nearby soil, making it fertile. And lava, when it cools, hardens into rock and creates new landforms. Last but not least, we should be thankful and blessed that there are no volcanoes in our country. With the heat from the heart of the earth, volcanoes have helped terraform the planet into a rich, dynamic landscape we see today. Thank you for your patient listening.
Thank you, Malia, for that very informative delivery. Nalinsa, are you ready? After Nalinsa,
Yes, teacher.
please, Nishit Pereira, please be ready. Okay.
Teacher,
Right.
teacher,
Yes, Asnaka.
I joined now.
Right. You keep quiet and you can watch Puta. We are doing a presentation. Please keep your mic muted. All the students are performing. Right. If you are ready to perform, please keep your hand raised like this on the screen. Okay. And you have to keep your mic muted and you can listen to it, darling. Okay.
Teacher, what do we do here?
Puta, we are
Do we have to tell teachers?
If you are not ready for the presentation, you have to you can just keep quiet and watch. Okay, there's nothing for you to do if you're not ready, Puta. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Teacher, can I start?
Yes, Nalinsa, I think you can start.
Hello, good evening everyone. Today I'm going to tell you about an animal near extinction, pandas. There are two types of pandas. They are giant pandas and red pandas. Let's talk about the giant panda first. As we see most commonly, they are seen in black and white color. Normally, its lifespan is 20 years. They usually eat around 26 to 84 pounds of bamboo every day. Their eyes are different to normal bears. They spend the day by eating most time. They do eat something other than bamboo like eggs, small animals, kidney beans, wheat, and domestic pig food. Giant pandas are so important to us. Mostly, panda babies or cubs are born on the month of August. Pandas look so cute and they get attracted to all the people. As they are popular, many fans are there worldwide. As Sri Lankans, we feel very sad and angry about the destruction going on with pandas. We must protect pandas as much as we can to show our next generation. Now, let's talk about the red panda. The red panda is slightly larger than a domestic cat. It is light brown color and there are white markings on the side of the head and above its small eyes. They live in eastern Himalayas in places like China, Nepal, and Bhutan. They spend most of their time in trees. They use their long bushy tails for balance and to cover themselves in winter. They eat bamboo and they occasionally eat small mammals, eggs, and flowers. Normally, they may live as long as 23 years. Red pandas are excellent swimmers, but it is not something they do very often.
We must protect red pandas as well. Pandas are lazy. Eating and sleeping, they make their day. But they are very important to us. So I conclude my speech saying that I'm a pandas fan too. Thank you for listening to my speech.
Right. Thank you, Nilinsa. There was another one here, right? Right. Nishit, are you ready now, Pute?
Yes, teacher, I am ready.
Okay, start.
Hello, my name is Nishit Pereira. I'm going to talk about the sports person that I admire the most. The sports person that I admire the most is Cristiano Ronaldo. Here you can see a picture of him. I'm going to tell you about Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo was born in Portugal in February 5, 1985. He is a famous football player. He started playing football since he was 11 years old. Cristiano Ronaldo was the first footballer to make 32 goals. No one has been able to make more than 32 goals. He still has the world record. He is the second highest paid footballer in the world. He was the first footballer in history to make 1 billion when he was 30 years old. Here's Cristiano Ronaldo playing football, and he has a lot of awards, more than 6. He has 10 certificates and 6 World Cups. Thank you.
Thank you, Nishit. Oops. Right. Okay. Anaya and Dinuli, are you ready to perform?
Yes, teacher.
Right. Okay.
Dear teachers and my dear friends, today we are going to present you about extinction of animals. Do you know what extinction is? Animals or plants on the earth are threatened mainly due to human activities.
Excuse me, darling. Can you speak a bit louder, Putta?
Dear teachers and my dear friends, today we are going to present you about extinction of animals. Do you know what extinction is? Animals or plants on the earth are threatened mainly due to human activities. If a plant or animal is extinct, that means you will never find them on this planet again. That means they are forever gone.
These are some of the animals that have been extinct in Sri Lanka. Tigers, lions, jaguars, and sloth bears too. These are the animals have been extinct from the planet. Woolly mammoth, passenger pigeon, and dodo. Of some of them. Why is extinction happen? Extinction happen due to human activities. Human cut down forests, they burn it, they use insecticides and pesticides, which can be harmful for some animals and some plants. In addition to that, gases emitted by vehicles can damage our ozone layer, making the earth warmer than usual. If that happens, because that happens, that many animals can become extinct or being extinct in the process of getting extinct. Do you not want to see the beautiful birds? Do you not want to see the beautiful flowers? In that case, let's protect our planet and correct ourselves so that we can prevent extinction of all species of animals and plants. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. By the way, how old are you? Anaya?
My name is Anaya. I am 9 years old.
Okay.
I am 11 years old.
Right. And Nishit, how old are you, Puta?
Teacher, I am 10 years old.
Right. Okay. Anybody else waiting to perform? Whom did I miss? Kevon, are you ready to perform, Puta?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, let's start.
Good morning, good afternoon, my dear teachers and friends. Today I am going to talk about volcanoes. Let's see, what is a volcano? Volcano is an opening in the Earth's crust through which lava, volcanic ash, and gases come out. Let's see how a volcano works. Below the Earth's core, there's a red hot liquid called magma. A volcano is a break in the crust which lava, ash, and gases leak out when this magma rises up. Mount Fuji. This is Mount Fuji. It is a beautiful mountain. But when it erupts, it is very dangerous. There are about 5,500 volcanoes in the world. Which country has the most volcanoes? Any guesses? It's Indonesia. Causes of volcanoes. They can change weather. Volcanoes can change rain, thunder, and lightning. They can also have long-term effects on climate. They can also kill people when it erupts. Benefits of volcanoes. Volcanoes can provide most fertilizer soil to the earth. Volcanic rocks can be used in construction. For construction. The heat used to generate energy. So, my dear friends, I hope you got a good idea about volcanoes. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevon. Right.
I'm 7 years old.
Right, can you take this screen out? Right. Anybody else waiting to perform?
Teacher, I'm 7 years old.
Right. Thank you. Sorry. Anybody else waiting to perform? No? Right. Okay. So that was a very... Are you ready to perform, darling?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, start. Yes. Switch on the camera, Puta.
Animals near extinction. What is extinction? A certain species of animals vanishing from the earth forever. A few extinct animals. Dinosaurs, saber-toothed cat, the dodo, the golden toad, ground sloth, passenger pigeon, woolly mammoth, and Tasmanian tiger. There are some animals that we should be glad that they are extinct, such as the megalodon. The megalodon is a species of sharks, but huge. The fossils won't remain. They decayed, but the only traces that were there were their jaws and their teeth. Next is the titanoboa. It is a great reptile. It is pretty similar to an anaconda, but it's pretty big. It wraps around its prey and then eats it. How does a certain species of animals be extinct? Due to human activities. In this, these are elephant tusks being collected. There are trophy hunters in the world. They do these things to win trophies. Next, this is a rhino's horn. This is for trophies too. And this is a rug made out of real tiger skin. And not only tiger skin, they use any species of animal's skin to make tigers. And most people consider it a beauty, and certainly animals do not consider it as a beauty. And clearing forests, especially rainforests. Another way that animals get extinct is attacking each other. As you see, this tiger is taking a crocodile as its prey, and the same species of animals attacking its same species. How can we prevent animal extinction? Prevent littering animal habitats. In this case, this plastic wrap has turned around this turtle for so long that this is fatal for almost every turtle. And this deer has his head stuck in a bottle. In a few days, without clean oxygen, it would die. Protect endangered animal species by the law. And that is the end of my presentation. Thank you for listening to me. I am Nicole.
Nicole?
Yes, teacher.
Nicole, how old are you, darling? Nicole, how old are you?
Teacher, I'm 11 years old.
Right. So as I told you the other day or last week, I'm not going to select first, second, and third, but I have taken down notes and I'm going to comment, right? So I'm going to tell you what I feel about your performance. Okay. Right, here we go. So we started off with Delaney, who is 10 years old, and she spoke about animals near extinction. Right. So Delaney, I thought it was spontaneous. You haven't by-hearted it or rather memorized it. And I like the little bit of humor you brought into your speech by mentioning the gorilla, or rather comparing the gorilla to your brother, but which I thought your brother is so cute. And well, you were very expressive. You had a lot of facial expressions, and you sounded very confident, even though you were not 100% prepared for the speech. You've done your slides really well. You have planned all that, but you have not practiced your speech, the delivering. Okay. So what I thought was, if you practice more, there's a lot of potential, darling, and you can definitely improve, and you can add more fluency, bring in more fluency to your speech with a little bit of more practice, right? Because I think I told you in my speech last week, practice is what gives you confidence and what gives you fluency and confidence, yes, and believability. So you have to practice. So hereafter, darling, whenever you have to deliver a speech, make sure that you practice and you prepare yourself more before you deliver it. And then we had Dizali, 7 years, and she spoke about volcanoes. Well, Dizali, I really like your very carefree and very confident attitude, right? And but darling, you have to look at your audience when you talk. And I think you're the only one who used visual aids. That very good, very brave of you to try that. But hereafter, Pute, you have to remember to practice a little bit more, and you have to try to point to the picture, point, and then talk towards your audience. And then talk towards your audience. Turn your face towards the audience and talk. Don't look at the picture and talk, then your voice goes to the other side and we can't see your facial expressions. Okay? Very friendly, very carefree and spontaneous. I really like it. But you were confident. But if you practiced more, you would have gained a little bit of more fluency, right? So once again, like I told Delaney Aki, you also have to practice next time if you are going to deliver a speech. Hiro and Karo, well, a very strong opening and a very effective opening. And the two of you were very free once again and confident and well prepared. You know what you were going to talk, except Marley forgot a few lines here and there. But you were very well prepared and the speech was well structured. And I thought, since you used flashcards, it would have been better if you stood up. It would have been better if you stood up. So that was the only mistake, or rather the negative point I saw in your performance. All in all, very good. Very good. Right. And Kenol spoke about rhinos. You're welcome, darling. Kenol spoke about rhinos. Well, your slideshow had some beautiful pictures. And Puta, you need to practice more, darling. You have to practice more, because I kind of like realized that you were looking for help from parents or whoever was there with you in the room, right? So next time, darling, you practice a little bit more. With practice, you will gain more confidence, and you will feel a little bit more lighthearted. You were worried and you felt a bit scared, not knowing what to do, because that is all because you have not practiced. I think you have spent a lot of time for the beautiful presentation. That was a beautiful slideshow. But if you practiced a little bit more, that would have been a very successful piece of work. Okay, darling. Right. Situli. Situli spoke about volcanoes, and she's 8 years old. A very good opening, Situli. And spontaneous, and very good hand movements, or rather gestures. And I felt your confidence, and I felt how free you were to talk, except that you forgot a few lines, but that is all right. Even I do forget words. And with all the excitement, the nervousness and all that, you managed to do it with a lot of courage. So I really liked your performance, Situli, because there was a lot of, it was spontaneous and there was fluency, and there weren't any words that you were not familiar with. Because in some of the presentations, what I realized was you have been given a speech prepared by your parents or somebody else. And you were not very familiar with some of the words that you had to pronounce, or rather that you were saying. You did not know what you were saying about. But in Situli's, I realized Situli was feeling very comfortable, because she knew what she was talking about. Situli had a very good use of vocabulary, but she knew the meaning of each and every word that she delivered. So very good job done, Situli. Deumal and Suvindini. Deumal and Suvindini. Good slides, Pute. But I think you did something that I told you not to do, right? Don't include everything you want to say into your slide, right? And the two of you took turns to read out what you have included in the slide. You have to use the slide as a pointer, or rather for you to support your speech, Pute. Right? So you can use your pictures, but don't include everything that you want to say into your slide. So, but it was very informative. It had a lot of information. And if you have practiced it a little bit more, you would have brought in more fluency, right? So you would have felt a little bit more comfortable, because there were lots of scientific and different words, difficult words, and you were not very familiar with those words, right? So in that case, you lose your confidence, right? So hereafter, Pute, once again, preparation, practice plays a main role in presentations. So you have to keep that in mind, darling. Inudi also spoke about volcanoes. Inudi, where are you? Right. A well-planned presentation. And it was spontaneous, and also it was very informative. And if you practiced a little bit more, you would have gained more fluency. Pute, I am talking about practicing and being prepared for a speech simply because I know you had only 6 days to get ready, right? But that is not an excuse when it comes to public speaking, right? Okay, this is in general, I'm telling everybody, because since I mentioned about being prepared to the earlier students also, because sometimes in life we do not know when we have to deliver a speech, right? In life when you grow up, right? So we have to be ready. We can't say, I'm not ready, I haven't studied, I don't have information. No, we can't say that, right? So we have to be with an open mind and be prepared. So that is why I am mentioning this word practice, be prepared. Keep on mentioning this to everybody, whoever I felt that you were not very well prepared. But it was all in all, it was a very good piece of work. It was a very good performance. And Malia.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, Malia. Malia spoke about volcanoes. Very good. A good opening, but I thought it was a little bit too long, but it was a very good opening and fluent and very well prepared. And yes, job well done. And Nelinsa, you spoke about pandas, and Nelinsa is 11 years old, fluent and well researched. And she had some beautiful pictures of pandas. But I would like to tell you one thing, Nelinsa, don't try to buy heart. Okay, don't try to buy heart, Puta. The more you bring in spontaneity, your speech will be interesting and will be lively, right? Okay, so but all in all, good job done, Nelinsa. Nishit. Nishit is the only one who spoke about the sports person, on the topic sports person I admire most. So Nishit, you had some lovely pictures and you tried to gather a lot of information, but I felt, darling, that you were not familiar with what you were talking about, right? I felt, I was like thinking, is this the first time that you are reading this presentation? Right? And don't read out everything that is on the slide. You have to add a little bit of more. And you also have to practice a lot. Okay, Pute? But I am glad that you took this challenge and you did this. Very good. And there is potential for you to improve. Very good. So practice a little bit more next time, darling. And be familiar.
Okay, thank you, teacher.
Good. Right. Anaya and Dinuli. Animals near extinction, 9 years and 11 years. Well, it looked very nice. The giggling and the smiling and the wriggling and all that. Before you started the speech, it looked beautiful, but it's not the right thing to do before you do a public speech, deliver a public speech. Because when you do public speaking is a very formal piece of performing. Okay. Dizali, can you keep the camera off when you're moving, Putta? Because it's a little bit disturbing, darling. Right. Okay. And I feel that you too must practice a little bit more. And don't try to by heart. I think Amma was prompting from behind the screen. Right? So since there were two of you, you would be able to definitely kind of like plan a little bit more, discuss, and you can definitely bring in more spontaneity. Spontaneity ke liye kya hai? Freely kata karagene aane ka. Api khatapadam karan nathuwa kata karne. That is what spontaneity is all about. Being spontaneous, right? So and I felt seeing your potential, ඔයගලන්ට කරන්න පුළුවන් capacity එක දිහා බලාගෙන මම කල්පනා කරා you would have done a better job with a little bit of practice කියලා. Right? So Anaya and Dinuli, both of you are very confident, two girls, and you can definitely do a little bit more, Putta. Okay? Right. And then we had Kevon, who spoke about volcanoes. Good, darling. Kevon, you're 7 years, is it?
Yes, teacher.
Right. So he spoke about volcanoes and with a lovely, it had a lovely opening. And yes, so I thought Kevon's speech was a little bit advanced for a 7-year-old. The vocabulary and the use of slides and all that. But you should prepare more. Get ready a little bit more. I saw you were seeking for help from Amma or Akka, right? Next time. Next time you better be prepared, darling. But I like your confidence, the smile and all that, because being able to smile in front of a camera before you begin your performance is shows us how confident you are. Tells us that you are confident, that you are ready to do your job, right? So I like the smile and your confidence, but better be prepared next time, darling. Okay, right. So the last performer, Nicole. I loved your performance, Nicole. Animals Near Extinction, 11-year-old Nicole. A very good use of vocabulary. A very good use of vocabulary. And
Teacher,
and
I can't hear.
can the others hear me?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
All right.
Yes, teacher.
Right. Okay. So the picture, you had a slideshow, right? So the
Teacher,
yes, Devmal.
do we have class next time also?
No, darling. Today is the last day, Puta.
Teacher, can you tell what you were telling to me? I didn't hear you clearly.
Okay. So a very good use of vocabulary, and I feel that there's a lot of potential for a better practice, for a better performance with a little bit of practice, right? I loved your performance because there was fluency and a beautiful usage of language, and I felt that you are anyway you should be a very fluent child, and but if you practiced a little bit more, you would have done a fantastic job. A fantastic job. That is what I felt. But overall, it was a good performance. Well, I loved it. Right. So can you please switch on your cameras?
Yeah, teacher, I'm trying to. It just gets stuck. I'll try.
Right. Can all of you switch on the cameras? Can you switch on the camera, darling? Okay. Isn't the Tisari, Situli, switch on the cameras, Puta. Right. Let me take a picture. Smile. Say cheese. Oh, wait. Say cheese. Right. Okay. So what did you learn from me during these 2 days? Nothing.
We should speak in public.
Okay. One by one. Right. Okay. So Delany, start, darling.
We learn how to do public speaking.
Okay. Situli.
We learn that we need to be confident when we are going to give a speech.
Very good. Anybody else? Yes, Nicole.
Practice does not make perfect always, and we should be confident and not overconfident. We should not
Good.
be overconfident, and that we should tell everything in the page or your presentation.
Right. Thank you, Nicole. Inudi.
Presentation skills and confidence.
Right. Dizali.
I learned that when we speak, we should be confident, brave, and be friendly with the audience, and talk proper English, and do the best we can.
Very good. I loved some of those words that you had. Brave, do the best we can. Very good. I love those words. Right. Okay. Yes, Kevon? You want to say something?
Who is the winner?
Well, I didn't select a winner, Puta, because that's a very tough job. That's a tough job, so I didn't select winners. I didn't give marks because I don't want to break any hearts. Right. Okay, then. So we've come to the end of our presentation, or rather public speaking workshop.
Can I say something?
Yes, Devon, what is it? Kevon, what is it?
You taught us how practice always before speaking.
Yes, right. Hiru, you also want to say something?
Teacher,
Yeah, I learn from every day from you, teacher.
Thank you, Buddha. Yes, Devmal.
teacher, I learned how to speak in public.
Very good. Right.
And I learned how to speak in public too, teacher.
Very good. Thank you. Right. So I hope all of you enjoyed and benefited, and you will continue to be good public speakers in the days to come. And so if you need any help from me, you are most welcome to call me or say, Auntie, there is a speech. Can you help me? I am a bit busy, but when I can, I will be happy to help you out to improve your knowledge and to improve your skills, right? So I personally enjoyed doing this workshop with you, right? So stay safe, all of you. Good luck and God bless. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher. Have a nice day, teacher. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Have a nice
Bye-bye.
day, teacher.
God bless you. Have a nice
Bye,
day.
teacher.
Okay.
God bless you, teacher.
God bless you. Bye-bye.